Okay, one thing I forgot to do at the end of the week is let's see if we can get our individual bomber back. Remember, we need a 5 or better. And there we go, we got it. So those experience points we spent here paid off. And we're finally repaired and we're back in business, baby. So we're gonna be average now. We no longer get a penalty to our rolls. So that's good. Okay, so new week, let's roll for weather. That's going to be partly cloudy for England. Zone 1 is clear. So this is a dilemma. Zone 1 being clear is nice, but it's also not the Germany targets we need to get rid of Goring. So Zone 2, that's going to be partly cloudy. We're fine. And then Zone 3 is partly cloudy. So that's our thing. We got to pick 2 targets now. So what we've been doing is an aircraft factory and a transportation target. We've been sort of going back and forth there on that. Speaking of which, our transportation targets, we've done 8 points worth. So I needed to write another 4 here. So we're up to 8 points. We need 12. There is no other 4-pointer out there. So we're going to have to do at least 2 more. Now remember, we have all of next month to do this too. So, for example, that's Hex 9. See, these are all, this one's a German target, but we don't want to do that one because it's an awful one. These ones we can do with the 0-point bombs and do a lot of damage. This is a really nice one because we get the +2 and 3 victory points. That one's a +1. That's a +0. So just looking at it from a perspective of, just looking at it from the perspective of, and this one we can potentially get 2 extra victory points. So these are the 2 we're going to do, without a doubt. But they're both in France. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is wait until next month to do more of these. So let's try to get German targets. And so what that means then is if we look at the board, we actually only have 2 more German targets left. So, okay, now I have to backtrack again. Maybe we just do 1 aircraft factory and then 1 more of those, just like we've been doing, because why not? I mean, we don't have to do both aircraft factories this week. There's no tangible benefit to that, and it would just cost me a lot of bombing points to do it anyways. So, okay, so we're back to let's get it done. Now, what I could do is both of the German factories, and then next week we can actually do 1, 2, 3, 4, finish off the month and get all the factories. It's an interesting idea. In the process of doing that, we really would probably move this enough to destroy 1 or 2 more of those. I honestly don't know what there's like this weird line of you got to let it go sometimes. And the fact that these are 2 supplies, like I want to get rid of the 3 supply one for sure. But then I want, like if I had all 2s out here, I might be tempted not to touch it so much, you know, because the 4 supply and the 3 supply ones are clearly, you know, a lot worse. The other thing somebody pointed out, and it's a true point, if I can do like some partial damage, I can at least get it down to 1. Obviously, I want to get the full damage for the full experience points. Now that I'm having so many ace pilots, it's becoming less important for the experience points. I still have 1 airfield out there that has high intel on it, so it's an easy target. But it doesn't go away. The intel doesn't go away, so we can just wait until the right moment. So with all that rambling, what do I want to do this week? We are getting a ton of SO points, because since we had 20, we're going to get 28 plus 7. So we're going to get 35 plus the 20. We are starting this week with 55 SO points. So if I want to go after 2 factories, I certainly can. There's nothing stopping me. If I wanted to go after the sole German target here, so what's interesting is I can go after this German target. And we got to be mindful. some of these have a limit of 3 bombers, so I can't send 4. And I may have done that a few times. Yeah, look, I already did. This particular airfield only takes 3 bombers, and we sent 4. I can assure you, I didn't need 3 bombers to kill this target, but look at that. See, there's some of them that only take 3 bombers. So I need to be more mindful of that. Now that we have 4 bomber wings, I don't always get to send 4 bombers to the target. Now, these aircraft factories are all 4 bombers, so we've been fine there. So that does play a role here, because maybe I could rest Hog Wild or something like that. It is nice to get the secondary mission done, although we still have to wait another whole month before we can call it done. One thing, that's what I'm talking about, is I could try to go do this bridge because it's a German target. I mean, there's no reason I have to do these. The reason I suggested these is because I can, these take the 0-cost bombs. This one is not a dispersed target, so I would have to use, I'd have to pay for bombs, SO points, to take out that target. And especially if with a 3 bomber limit. And in doing so, I could get an extra victory point and all that jazz, but Hex 13 is not very far away. We would get credit for a German thing. Oh, there's so many choices. Do I really need... So Goering goes away on a roll of 7 or more, and we put 2 points on him. So right now it's a 50-50 chance. He's going away on a 5 or more. If I take out those 2 factories up there, he will go away on a 3 or more. So I do not need to take out a German target. 3 or more is really good odds. I mean, obviously we could still screw the pooch on the roll, but so my guess is I want to do one of these, which is only 3 bombers, and we need to be mindful of that. So we definitely spent more bombers on certain targets than we should have. And then this one here is 5 bombers. So here's what's crazy. Since it's 5 bombers, this is where the bomber wing variant really screws us, because we have 8 bombers. So sending 3 to that one and 5 to this one, I could just mix and match, you know, for the mission. It would be nice. If you see me do any more playthroughs, or if I'm playing on my own at home, I'm not doing this bomber wing variant ever again. I'm not even sure I'm going to do this one, the fighter engagement one. It's not very fun. But it does make the game harder. So I might do it just for the challenge. Okay, this is Hex 16. It's 4 away. So yeah, my B-24s have to go on this one. And then the B-17s will go in this one. I can only send 3. I'm tempted to rest Hog Wild, although our personal individual mission uses that. So Hog Wild is nice. I could rest Hey Mabel, because Hey Mabel's taken a lot of damage too. So that's not a bad idea. The issue, of course, is always the flak rolls. We actually get in and out of missions with no damage. It's the flak rolls that are getting us. And the Berlin one can take 5 bombers. The problem is I can send like our flak bait, our Marauder, towards it, but he only has a range of 4, and we need a range of 8 to be able to get there. So I could have him join the mission, but then he would be able to carry 0 bombs. So he'd be just tagging along. Hey guys, for the experience points. Okay, so let's do the B-17 group first. This would be a 1 and done, like that. Since there's only 2 weeks left, I'm going to send our Mitchell out on a diversion to make the flak roll a -2. Or I'm sorry, the Luftwaffe response is going to get a -2. So we're going to do that. to make it a little better. And then we're going to have our lightning is going to come along because I want to get some experience points for our P38. So the P38 is going to come with us, and that is the exact group that we already have set up. So now who's going to sit out? We can have Hog Wild sit out. In doing so, like I said, our individual bombing group will not gain experience, and that part I don't like. I want to get him up to an ace, and we have to keep checking boxes to do that. Yeah, I'm going to set out Hey Mabel. So that's the 447th. And so I'm just going to push this up, and then these are going to come in like so. All right. So we're going to roll for our individual bombing. I rolled an 8, which is actually quite good. We are in the rear, so we're going to get 2 experience points for this. Okay. Oh, we got to draw a card. I have to shuffle the deck real quick. Okay, so while shuffling, bomb loadout. We can send all 0-cost bombs on this one, and I think that's exactly what we will do. Hog Wild is the only one I'm concerned about. Everybody else is actually doing really well as far as damage goes. Our escort is excellent. And yes, we're going to get a -2 to our Luftwaffe roll, so very happy about that. And we're supposed to roll that before we do the event, so let's do that. So I rolled a 1. So the -2 didn't do anything. And that is the only way you can get a poor with him, but we did. We got a poor response. So it's a max of 2. So this is even better because now there's 3 of them here, but only 2 of them are actually going to respond. That's even crazier. So let's see what we get. Oh, -1 to all of our attacks. Okay, so we're going to fly there and we're going to draw two bandits. All right, so we do get 2 of them. This one, of course, is going to engage. This one is going to attack the 3rd, which is Hog Wild. That's not good. And then we'll do this one first. He misses miserably, so no worries there. And then for this one, we get to attack first. 3 + 4 is 7, + 3 is 10, and that's 11. So he's out. P38 gets an experience point. He is leveling up, just so you know. And so that will put him at a skilled pilot. Obviously, that doesn't happen until the end, but just I already noticed he's leveling up. And nobody else is going to attack us, so we're just going to deal with the target and then get out of here. So the target itself, red, white, and blue. It hits on a 5. It's going to get, oh, we have to do a recon roll. So red for this one, white for that one. Okay, red failed, so this is a low recon. And this one is a high intel, so we got a high intel on one. The low recon, we have to roll again. I gotta roll again. It's a 7. I don't think that's good, by the way. The higher the number, the worse it is. I know where it is in the rule book, I'm just not able to get it to flip to the page. Okay, a 7. -1 air to ground, +2 flak. Oh my gosh. +2 flak, -1 air to ground. Okay, this makes it even worse. So red, white, and blue, he's adding +4 flak, and then we subtract 1 with our armor. So he's getting a +3 to his rolls. Okay, red, white, and blue. Okay, 4 plus 3 is 7. That's 2 hits on our leader. So he's going up to -4. White plus 3 is 1 hit, and that's going on Screwball. And then 6 plus 3 is 9. That is 3 hits going onto Hog Wild. So he's now up to -8. Believe it or not, he's still not shaken, even with -8. It's just that it's getting closer and closer. All right, so now the craziness. We are in... I need to draw one more bandit. Here's why. We rolled a 1 for the Luftwaffe response. This adds a +1 to it. Oh, but we had a -2 because of our diversion. Never mind. We're fine. And guess what? I drew anyways. Okay. So we're fine. I forgot we have clear weather. Okay, so the clear weather gives us a +1. The target gives us a +2, so we're up to +3. The low intel moves it back down to +2. Okay, so net is +2. And then we just do whatever our target is. Now, Hog Wild gets to roll 6 dice, and he adds +4 more. So we have a +6 to all of the dice, and it's going to be the zero-cost bomb. Oh, and then the zero-cost bomb adds 2 more. So it's +8, 6 times. Yeah, that -1 low intel really hurt us. It's the flak, folks. That flak is what hurts us. Okay, 1 plus 8 is 9. That's 1 hit. 2, 4, that's 5 hits. Okay, and then we roll 3 again. This is 1, that's 1 hit. This is 2, 4, 5 more. So we're up to 10 hits already. We only need 1 more, so I'm just going to roll for the next guy. So now we actually have to, oh no, here we go. I just needed 1 hit. I didn't want to have to figure out all the pluses and minuses. This guy would have added a +1 to whatever this net was, which I think was a +3, or no, actually it was a 5. It doesn't matter. We hit naturally. We only needed 1 more hit. So it's destroyed, and we're going to get 3 victory points for that. And that's another transport target. So we're up to 11. We only need 1 more victory point from a transport target perspective to complete the secondary mission. And so this is out. And then we're just going home. We're going to intercept it by nobody. If the target was destroyed, gain SO points equal to the victory points. So that's awesome. So we're going to get 3 more. Yes, 3 more. Okay, so I forgot to spend my SO points. So we bought the chaff. We have to buy the chaff every week, so that's 4 points. But I just got 3 from the card, so we just spent 1 point so far. Now, this other target, the aircraft factory, I know I'm going to be buying 2 of those at least, right? So that's 3, 6, and I think because I have a surplus, I'm going to go ahead and buy one of these for 9. So I will spend a net of 10. That's including the chaff and the bonus we just got from the card. So we still have 45 SO points going into the end of this week. So yes, we're setting ourselves up to be able to buy some more bombers and maybe start resting our veterans, so that way maybe these new bombers can go out, and even though we can spend money on Gucci bombs for them so they can get extra hits in and maybe get them experienced and leveled up. So that way, if we get reassigned again, we won't get hurt so bad. Okay, we made it home. There's no more bandits interceptions or anything like that. And we got to assign experience points here. The P-38 is going to be an ace, or I'm sorry, a skilled. and is going to have 2 experience left over. Hog Wild doesn't get anything. Screwball gets 2. And Screwball needed 9, 2, 4, 6. Yeah, so Screwball's going to level up to an ace. And then Blind Date, I think, oh no, yeah, Blind Date's already an ace. So yeah, our B-17 crew, other than Hey Mabel, is all aces. So let's +5 +1 is going to become +5 +1. Is there anything even changing? 5 1 0 to 8 9 to 11. There you go, 0 to 9. That's all that changed. Oh, he's such a screwball. All right. The P-38 leveled up. Okay, this average is going to become a skilled. And I think the big thing there is his stats stayed the same, but he now has a repair 1 or replenish 1, which is good, but he hasn't taken any damage yet. So that part's nice. Okay, now let's do our next mission. 1, 2, 3, and bada boom. Okay, so Luftwaffe response. I'm not doing a distraction or anything with my other pilot. 5 is going to be a high response. So yes, we are going to get a big response here. I'm just taking my bombers off the mission chart here. And we have to go in sweep mode because we need the +2 range to get to Berlin. And then our bombers, we're sending 4. We're allowed to send 5. And then as far as the bombs go, the same strategy as always. We're going to be putting incendiary on everything if we can. This one is going to go on Bomb Toten Mama because she gets really good bonuses. But our leader has a chaff that takes 1 weight point, and it makes it uneven. So this one is going to be 3 to get it to 4. So that way we are back to even and use up all of his weight points. And then we do actually have another one that gets a nice bonus, but it's at -7, and I think it's going to be shaken by the time it actually drops its bomb. So I'm not going to do it. We're just going to go with those and see how it shakes out. Pun intended. Okay, so we're going to get Luftwaffe response. I'm not too concerned about it. We have high intel, which is extremely nice. Anything else? Let's draw our card. Look at that, 4 damage to the target. So that makes it a lot less stressful. I think that's going to be more than enough to knock this thing out of the park. All right, so off we go. 1 Luftwaffe response. So let's draw a bandit. And we're going to be sweeping this sucker. He's coming from 1 space away. So it's going to be a 2. And let's roll for our sweep. That's a 6 plus infinity. Infinity is actually 9. And then this actually makes it a 10. So we're adding a +10 to the die roll. So yes, he's gone. This guy is an ace, by the way, so all we need to do is just move that up. We forgot to move up the P-38 destroyed. I can check. It's just how many experience points he got this turn. He got 3, so we have to move up 1 for the P-38 kill. Okay, so that was good. The thing that's going to hurt us here is the dang variant. So yeah, the sweep puts -3 on our guys. So now we move to the next one. Nothing happens. This goes to a 2. We move to a 3, and then we get intercepted by this one and this one. And then this one will move to a 1. So we got one close and one far away. So first one that's close is going to be this one. And now the sweep says I can only intercept half the bandits. So since I'm doing 2, I might be in trouble. And then this is the one that's far away. Oh, it doesn't matter. So let's do this intercept first. I get to roll infinity, so that's another one killed. This is moving up. And then let's roll for that. He's attacking the lead bomber with a 3. He misses. It's just a 88. Okay, so so we do that, and now we have to draw for the engagement again. We got a really bad one. Sweep -5. Worst one. So we're at a -8. Technically, we're not shaken, which is, I say this every time, but -8 usually gets you shaken, but we're actually in great shape. And we're now over the target. I know you can't see it on the camera, but we are over the target. Okay, so we have to do the flak roll, and red, white, and blue, and sometimes Y. Okay, so we have the chaff that negates the technology, and then we have high intel that negates the campaign bonus. So it's a straight up flak roll. Now some of these guys do have a flak defense, so it depends on which color is which, and a 5 hits. So let's roll. Okay, red, white, blue, sometimes Y. All right, so red will be a potential hit. Who's red? Red is Hitler's hearse. Red is definitely going to hit, and it's going to hit for 2 damage, and we can't mitigate any of it. But the good news is Hitler's hearse had no damage on him at all, so no big deal. Done. White is a flat-out miss, and blue is a flat-out miss. And then this one is a hit, and who's that one? That's the 93rd. That's Death Dealer. Death Dealer gets to reduce it by 1. So instead of 2 hits, it's becoming 1 hit. So the reduced by 1 actually did help. And then we go from a -3 to a -4. Sorry, I lost my thought. What am I doing next? I'm dropping bombs next. Oh, and one thing that I missed, but I don't think it makes a difference because we rolled a 5, is the Luftwaffe response had a +1 according to the target. So we would have had to, add 1 to that. That's the first time we've ever seen a target say that. Usually it's +0, and it's happened so much, I've gotten used to ignoring it. So yes, the Luftwaffe response was worse, but we're okay. All right, now what's our bonus for bombing? There's none for the weather. There's 2 for the card, and then there's 2 because we were high intel. So we're going to get a +4 just from the target itself. And so Bomb Totem Mama is getting +3 more. So this is +7. So here's the 2 for these 2 bombs. Oh my gosh, I rolled the worst possible. So 1 + 7 is 8. That's only 3 hits. That one is 4 hits. So we did 7 hits with those. I can't be complaining that much. 7 hits is, we're 3 away from destroying the target. Okay, Bomb Totem Mama still has more bombs. I'm just trying to wrap this up quicker. So this guy has another Gucci bomb, and he gets +2 more. So he gets, so 2, 4, he's getting a +6 to his roll. And so that's a 12, so he just did 3 more, and that's enough to destroy the target. And that's why I did that. So target destroyed. And Gucci bomb for the win. Okay, so that's an aircraft factory with a 3 supply. So we're going to take that 3 supply and toss it. And that's going to be 3 victory points for the good guys. And we are up to 67 now. And we still have to get home though. So after we did that, this refreshed to 0, this went to 2, and this refreshed. So now we're flying home to here. We're going to get intercepted by this one, and again by this one, and that goes to 1. So 1 bandit close, and that's going to be this guy. And then 1 bandit 1 space away, and that'll be this one. Now this one is not going to be intercepted by us because the sweep rule is we only intercept half the bandits. And so this guy, I'm going to roll. He's going to intercept. He's going to go after the leader. And so let's do the escort first. We fire first. We destroyed it. And we just got to 5 on the track. So we're going to be able to destroy a squadron at the end of the week. And then the leader itself is Hitler's Hearse. And he's slow. So he gets to attack first. I do roll 6, but remember, per campaign rules, I get to subtract 2. I would much rather these guys have the bonus than the flak. But anyways, so he missed is the point I'm trying to make. So now we are going, and we're going to get a +3 to our roll. So he picked the absolute best guy to go after. We're only getting a +3. Oh my gosh, I rolled a 10. We destroy it. That was like showing off there. Hitler's Hearse gets an experience point, a much needed one, because he's a new pilot, or a new group, if you will. Okay, and then we're going to make it home. So, not sure if you were paying attention, but with the way it refreshes, we would fly here, and then this one and this one would refresh. He would go to a 2. We would go here, which is too far away. This one would go to a 1. And by the time we got home, they would be ready again. So that's how that would play out. Okay, Sad Sack gets 2. Bomb Totem Mama is an ace. Death Dealer gets 2. Hitler's Hearse gets 2. And then the Mustang is an ace. So I don't know why I'm saying he's a vet. He's an ace. Oh, he just became an ace. That's why. Okay, so let's check for level up. Sad Sack is leveling up to a veteran. And it's costing him 2, 4, 6, 7 experience. So Sad Sack is becoming a veteran. So we're going to flip this over. No, we're going to go to this. Oh, and look, Sad Sack is getting a replenish ability. So that was a very welcomed level up there. Okay, so Death Dealer, 2, 4, 6, and he needs exactly 6. So just checking him, he's going to become skilled. Um, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 for Hitler's Hearse. Oh, he only needed 5, so 2, 4, and 5. And Hitler's Hearse is going to become skilled and have 2 left over. So well done there. So we got 2 people to level up here. Death Dealer and Hitler's Hearse both became skilled. So he gets a replenish 1. He may have already had that. I don't remember. He did. His air-to-air went up. So not bad. His air-to-air is not that good. And then this one, this is our leader. So it's nice to have him level up. He becomes skilled. So he's at +3, +1. And then one thing I forgot to do is we actually got 2 experience points here, so I'm going to increase our air to ground with that, and then let's not forget our checkbox for doing another mission. And let's do replenish, because we're at the end of the week. These 2 go away. The fighters are taking no damage at all. We don't even need this jet fighter, but he'll be good for backup. This is going to become -2. This one's going to become 0, so I'm going to just put the 2 over here. Screwball is an ace. Yep, that's why he leveled up. This one does not heal. This one's going to lose 1. This one's going to lose 1 and become a -6. Oops. This one's going to replenish 2, and then this one's going to replenish 1. Become a -4. Okay, so having all these replenish points is helpful. Okay, so that ends our week. We're in fantastic shape. If we do one more transport target, we will actually have accomplished the secondary mission in the first month, and we still have another month to go. We could knock off another one of those, and just for good measure, there's a lot of things that we could do. And then in the second month, we're not going to get another secondary mission. So we're going to spend the entire second month going after nothing but aircraft factories and airfields. That's all we're going to get to go after, actually. It is possible with a new commander that they could get out a technology like V-rockets, and that would cause, there's these V-weapon site targets, and see how it says secondary mission special weapons card? Those can come out because of a new leader, and we have been sort of encouraging a new leader to come along. And speaking of which, we destroyed an aircraft factory, right? Yes, we destroyed an aircraft factory that was German. So let me get out a different stress token. This just became a 3. All right, thanks for watching. Stay awesome, as always, and I will see you in just a few seconds. Let's keep rolling here. We're on week 4 of August.